can't control. Running wild, can't calm down. My head is in the clouds.
Let's go.
Keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now, do it like it's only today. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. For a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. For a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this. I'm on my last straw. I'm broken and I'm woken up. I'm done feeding your lies. I've had enough. I can't run your place in this faulty game. And all the words you speak mean nothing more to me, 'cause I'd start over now. Rewind, and I won't let you go. I need you by my side. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries as we'll fall now. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And now we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. Today is July 30th, 2024, 5:43 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Good to see you all. Thank you guys so much, day in and day out, for your support. Can never thank you enough from the bottom of my heart. So we are going back to the Sebastian Rogers case. I've been working on some stuff here. But before we get started, I need to give some additional thank yous to Forget Me Not. Thank you so much, my friend. Love you. Appreciate you so very much. Please. Thank you so much, Anna. Really do appreciate you, my love. Very much. Thank you for your support. And thank you for 4 months. Where is this kiddo? Well, I don't know where he is, but I do know that there was a vehicle parked out on that road the night Sebastian went missing. And I do know there was people walking backward and forward. And I've been working on a little bit of stuff the last little bit. I was going to delay it and work on it a lot more, but we'll just kind of do it as we go here in just a few minutes. Fun to ski. Thank you so much. Appreciate you for the 5 months of continued support. Thank you, Undersea, and thank you for your compliment. Who we got here? Hey, Jude, my dear. Thank you for gifting one pearl necklace. If you receive that pearl necklace, please thank our beloved Hey Jude. Thank you, guys. All right, so this is you just buckle up. It's probably going to be a long live, so get settled. Uh, get a drink, some type of beverage. We have snacks and drinks on the bar. Help yourself. And as we get into a conversation and what I call, kind of a think tank of throwing things at each other in a good way, right? Uh, we can do so much more together than we can, um, separately. So we got a lot to talk about. Now, I want to give a creator some, and I've spoke of this creator, and she's a newer creator, and she did wonderful work. And whenever you see someone doing really good work and they stay in into true crime, give them props. So um and I've showed you this video before, but I'm going to show you again because I'm kind of building off of that, so to speak. I did some more editing to try to show you guys some better pictures of what this video is. And that creator is her name is Brandy Gray, BrandyGray, Brandy Gray. Let me put her link in the description right now before I forget. Make sure you sub up to her. Um, she really, you know, did some very good eyes, I guess you could say, right? But before we get started, guys, please hit that thumbs up button. Would greatly, greatly appreciate it. She's a really small creator. I think she's rather new on the scene. Um, but there's things that a lot of times you guys see that us creators don't right there. Just dropped it in chat as well. All right. So without further ado, we're going to get started on that. Credit goes to Brandy Gray. Now, I'm going to make myself smaller for the time being so you guys can see it in the best ability possible. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you, and I got some capturing that I did, and we will look at those captures. And some other things. And then after that, today we're going to do some what I call uh, build an alibi, or mock type timelines, if you will. All right. So without further ado, credit goes to Brandy. Oh, I don't need it with.
Video of the home surveillance that is looking at Sebastian Rogers' home. I am about to show you what I have found. We are going to enlarge and slow down this video. Sit back and watch. It will surprise you. These big lights could be a garbage truck, I'm not sure, but I think that they are lights on one of the houses. And I believe they are on the Proudfoot's home, and they are stationary. They do not move. Now, if you pay attention to the rest of the screen, the other two sources of light that you are going to see moving across the screen, I will.
Now you can see a person right here. It's clear as day. If you have if you're on a television, if you are on a phone, you can see it. Now I'm going to show you guys. I have lightened a lot of it up. I am going to lighten up the entire video. It's going to take me a while because you have to layer, and it takes a lot of time and work, which I didn't get to do it. But as you can see,
light that you are going to see moving across the screen. I will enlarge it. I'll
just remember you can also zoom in with your screen on YouTube.
slow it down some, but I will point it out to you in just a minute that these are people. That is two people with some kind of light source. Could be a cell phone, could be a flashlight. I don't know, but it is two people.
Look at there. You see the person walking here? You're going to see a person walking here, and then they're going to go.
Could be a cell phone, could be a
See that?
flashlight. I don't know, but it is two people with a light source. And they are walking back towards those big lights, which are right at the Proudfoot's home. J for Justice showed us where those lights are located by using Nick Barris's video and putting a light filter over it. You can go to her channel to see that. But if you pay close attention here and watch as
See it?
the light moves across the screen, when
What?
it reaches as
It's
the light, pay
hold on.
close attention
It's going to start. One's going to be right here, and then it's going to move.
here and watch as the light moves across the screen. When it reaches the top of the
I can
screen, if
see
you
it.
watch in front of those big lights, right here in a second, it's about to walk in front of those big lights, and you will then be able to see that it is a person. You can actually tell it's a person even before then, about midway to the light.
See this? You see this right here? This is the outline. She did wonderful on this. Now I'm going to show you an outline that I've.
But watch closely, and you're going to see this person walk in front of those big lights right there. Right there. You see? Pause it. If you need to, you can enlarge your screen and take a look at it. Even slow it down on your end and take a look at it.
Right
Look
here.
right now. There it goes. It's about to cross in. Okay. Here I'm bringing it to you. Now watch. That is a person right now standing in front
Boom,
of
right there.
that light source. I have inserted a enlarged still shot of the video where you can actually see that that is a person standing about midway of the screen right now. And I understand that we've been told it's a garbage truck. We've been told it's not
Not a
relevant,
garbage truck.
amongst other things. But what I'm telling you is that video doesn't.
Video does not lie. Now, I just saw someone who just said, well, if YouTubers can see this, why can't, TBI? They have. They've got a lot more than you and I, boo-boos. A lot more. They have multiple cameras of this car going in, sitting there, and backing out and leaving. And I think that's what is kind of frustrating, to be honest with you, with people in the neighborhood, is they're like, we know what's going on, right? Hey, Emma. Hey, Nana. Hope everything's still good, hopefully. But, you know, this is the thing. For instance, why aren't they doing something about it? Okay. So let's talk about this for multiple reasons. Um, let's say, for instance, Sebastian was taken out the morning rather than that night, which I don't think he was. I think he was taken out that night, my opinion. But let's say he was taken out that morning. It's not against the law for anyone to leave their home in the middle of the night. Now, it's suspicious whenever, you know, you have a kid that goes missing or someone goes missing in the home, right? Maybe, maybe they don't, uh, I just want to be careful the way I say things. Maybe they had him concealed in something that night. Well, it's not against the law to carry something to your car, not knowing what is in that, right? I know it's I know it's crazy, um, but also we have those, we have we have to be okay with that kind of stuff because you never I don't know. I don't know. It's well, circumstantial evidence is just as powerful in a lot of cases. The optics would be very bad, and you could bring them in if they choose, because you always got to realize the burden of proof is always on the state, the government, right? So if you don't want to speak and help out law enforcement, you don't have to. Now, I'm not saying that is what is happening. I'm just telling you that, people's like, well, they said that with, like, you know, Don and Candace. Why don't they drag them down there and do it? Trust me. Trust me. In those cases, I really wish, and it's frustrating for us, but the burden of proof, and that's what makes law enforcement have to work really, really, really hard. I don't think, from what I've seen, who I've spoke to, like in the neighborhood area, I don't think the problem is around the home. I don't think it's around the home, personally. I think it is, where is he now? Where is he now? Right? They may have an area of where they're interested in. They may not know where he is at all. I mean, they obviously don't know where he is at all, but like a vicinity. Pardon me. So sorry about that. It's this mouse, I'm not used to it. Holly, thank you so much, my dear. I haven't seen you. I hope you've been okay. Good to see you, my love. Thank you so very much for gifting. Thank you so much, Holly. Appreciate you. Hope you're well, honey. If you received one of those pearl necklaces, please thank our beloved Holly. But I got some paperwork to do, so let's go ahead and get on that.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 express train. The next stop is Fulton Street.
Stand
beep,
clear
mother
of the
chickens.
closing doors, please.
To the lesser fight, my body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes.
Thank you, my dear Holly, for gifting 5 pearl necklaces. If you received one of those pearl necklaces, please thank our beloved Holly, and your applications have been approved. Congratulations. Thank you again, Holly, and congratulations to the ones who received the world-renowned pearls. Congratulations. Thank you for your support. Pink Warrior, 2 months, once a pearl, always a pearl. Thank you, Pink Warrior, for 2 months, my dear, and the kind words. All right. So we just looked at that. Now, there's a couple things that I do want to show you, which I know it doesn't seem like much, right? And it's really not. I'm going to show you this, but then I'm going to show you an outline of one of the people that was walking across that yard. Now, I will say one thing, I am a huge fan of Silver on the Scene. I really appreciate his work. I spoke about it last night. Wonderful man. I believe he thinks these are flashlights. I think they're phones. And the people that I've spoken to believe they're phones as well. I was zooming in, and it may be a flashlight. Let me make it very big here so I can, right here. They may be flashlights, but to me, they look like phones. You can see something. If this camera was just a little bit closer, we could see, you can see it like a person holding it right there, right? It's like, hold on. Is that better, or is the other one way better? Okay, that would be better. Okay. They are clearly coming through the yard. Clearly. Right? Now, let me show you couple of these right here. I absolutely believe there is 2 people, could even be a third. I don't know. I think whoever did this had help. 30 minutes late. Holy moly. Just 1 second. Right, so let's look at this. Right, we're gonna look. You know what I'm gonna do? I just thought of this. I'm gonna do like a fast version of this and map its trajectory where this light is going and map it. Oh, always late. You're very sweet. I don't know about that, but we'll uh on the big thing, right? You get what I mean? Like how, like how whenever like you see stars up in the sky when you're watching television, you can see them, us moving, right? I think I'm going to do that, and it'll have like a tail, almost like a comet. And that way we can see. Could make out someone walking in front of the headlights. Now, Silver on the Scene made a very convincing argument. We can go over that in just a minute as well. So what was it? I think it would depend on how far a cell phone versus a flashlight would have a different illuminance on the area around them. It seems as if, in my opinion, have you ever been outside in the dark and not had your flashlight on, but used your screen as a flashlight? Has anyone ever did that? It doesn't illuminate a lot, right? It's not a direct, right? It's not like a pulsating, like a direct light. It's a very scattered, softer light. Wonder if it could be her solar garden lights. She did mention those. That's interesting you say that. I don't think so, but it could be. You never know. Enough for me in my bed to use the screen. Yep. Yep. Depends on your background too. Exactly. Well, what's very interesting to me is Chris and Katie say, he didn't take anything but a flashlight. And then guess what? There's a flashlight or 2 outside. But they say that it has nothing to do with Sebastian. Now, if I was a parent and I saw some flashlights walking in a common area from behind my backyard, and my kid didn't take anything but a flashlight, I would be like, okay, that's there's something here. Something's up, because nobody in my neighborhood just walks in the backyard right? But I think it's very interesting. Very interesting. Um, I bet police asked about flashlights and Katie acted like Sebastian took one. Um, it's supposed to be this little flashlight. Now, I wonder, I mean, could it be even a little key flashlight? Perhaps. Perhaps. But right here at about 12 seconds, you're going to see this light. Now watch. Let me make it myself smaller. Just okay. Right here. Right? It's very interesting. And there's that. There that light goes on. There goes that light. I'm going to try to do some more on this, the back of this car as well, or truck or whatever it is. Hold on. Let me just look at something. I wonder what that, again, maybe it's just that shadow. Okay. All right. So now what I want to show you guys is some outlines. Some outlines. Mods, how many thumbs up do we got right now? Justin, an infrared filter would be good on that. Yes. Yeah, we're going to do some, we're going to try to do some stuff. Katie, we have not come across this flashlight in an interview yet. Melissa stated in her post that Sebastian has not, yes, yep, has his glasses and his flashlight. She has not, she was not there, so how would she know? Very good point. I mean, it's interesting that she just says, come on guys, hit the thumbs up, please. Please, please, please. Come on. Please and thank you. You guys always do it. It's was an odd statement. We did mention that Mohawk one before, how she said Sebastian, he only left with his glasses and a keychain without his shoes. What number thumbs up are you guys? The proud fits are being I wonder. I really, really wonder. You got your notification today. Yay. I want to show you these outlines. Hit me, baby, one more time. Come on. All right. So let me find it here. I want to show you some outlines I got. Maybe you can see them. Maybe you can't. You're at 517. Come on, let's get it to 600. All you got to do is hit that little X on your chat if you're on your phone and just thumb it up and just hit the chat bar again. That's it. 2 seconds. Left and not. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Y'all ready for these? 520. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. I had to go feed my little stray kitten. Aw. All right. Now, I'm going to show you a couple different ones. You'll see it better as we go forward. But here you can clearly see the outlines of someone's legs, someone's head, and someone's arm. Put a 1 in the chat if you see it. Thank you, Looking Beyond. Can you see an outline of a person? There. All right. I've got more that we're going to work with. Here's another filter. Clearly here you can see 2 legs. It's lighter. You can see the arm, the body, and the head. Right? Clearly see it. Now, here is another image. I'm going to layer them so you can get a better view. But then after you get so many layers, it kind of starts going against you. So you can only get it so clear. Right? But here you can see a hand. Right? You can see a hand clearly. Arms, neck, their head, legs. Can you see that? You're looking at these pinkish purple lines. You can see a hand very good right here. You can see the neck really good right here. Clearly, okay? He's got, yeah. All right. Now here, you can see it again, very clearly. Now, you can see, again, the hand, the arm, the neck, and this is their head, legs, right there. Here's a leg, here's a leg, arm, or hand rather. Yep. Now, this is one person. This is one person. Canadian Cookie, my dear. Thank you so much. Thank you, my dear. If you received one of those, if you received that pearl necklace, please thank our beloved Canadian Cookie. You see it? Chilling. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. You can see the neck very clearly. You can actually see the curve. You can see the shoulders, right? And you can see the curve on the neck. You can see the hand is kind of, like down like that. Okay. So, I don't think it's glasses. I really don't, but that was kind of one of my. See, here's another one, right? But you can. Is it a military light headpiece around it? I don't know nothing about him, to be quite honest with you. And thank you so much, my dear. Really appreciate it. Thank you, my dear. Spooky's wife, thank you so much for renewing your membership, my dear. Love you. Appreciate you. Love you, and thank you, my dear. So I'm going to continue to layer it. And see. Do you see it? I see you. You don't see it? I see it very clearly. I really outlined it like way outside so you could see the purple and stuff here. But that's I went way outside the lines. That kind of helps you. Right? Thank you. Well, you know how I was drawing that? My mouse wasn't working. And I was getting ready to say, "Hey, everyone, it's July 30th, 2024," and I'm doing it with this keypad on my laptop. I'm like, it was so bad. But it would have to be kind of light that wouldn't be obvious to neighbors. Yes. Justin, it's what is it? I see. What is it? I see you. What do you need? Ain't doing what? You're almost blind. Yeah. You can see this very good. I mean, it's very obvious. You can see leg, right? Another leg, arm, hand, neck. I have a feeling Justin, does the purplish color mean anything? No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I mean, see, we can do it. See, like here, I mean, we might be able to. Some people might see the white better. I don't know, but here you can see the outline of the human, the hand, the arm. Neck is very clear in the shoulders and the arm. Very, very clear. In my opinion, this starts with a K in front of the garage or the moving light. This image is when they're right before they're walking to the light toward the garage. You got me? Getting some messages. Yep. Yep. Someone just sent me a picture of it. Yep. Okay. All right. Now let's look at, we can do it different ways. Like we can try it like this. And we can try to put some different filters on it. Let me see here. Any of these might help. Maybe the blue. You can do so many different things. Oh, okay. Let me see your shadows. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna do shadows black. Okay. Maybe that one's not as good, but you can still see the legs, the hand, the arm. I think it's better darker. Cindy, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I actually layer it on my phone. Not on, I have a program that I do it on my phone, but I can't. Hold on. Let's go back here. We can try different things. Mm. Let me check here. Outline, page left. Maybe. 1 second. Backdrop. We'll try upscaler. 2 times. We'll see. Try something here. May or may not work. It might make it. Okay, you really can't tell nothing. Okay, we'll just replace it and see if it'll. All right, give me 1 second and see if. Colorize. No. We'll try some of the basic filters and see if we can get anything on them. Maybe, no, it looks better. Probably darker, doesn't it? You know what? Hold on. Let me just try this. Okay. Wait. No, I want to go back. How did I do that a second ago? Was duotone, wasn't it? Okay, and then yes, that highlights. Okay. Shadow. I wonder if I do it like. Nope, that it's better darker. Yeah. Okay. I'll have to work on it with my phone because it does it much better with the phone. If I think I'm pretty sure. Shadow. Maybe that. We'll try one more thing here. It's clearly someone here. We'll go back to this. Yeah, I'll work on them later. But I really think this is. Oops. It's definitely someone. Oh, hold on. Let me look at your messages here. Neighbor Bobby said someone walking around with night vision goggles. I remember her saying that. I remember someone or her saying that. And that's interesting. Interesting. You love this part. I again, I mean, you're not supposed to have them, I don't think, but like I know I've heard of people who like go hunting and using night vision, right? See here you can this is another way you can see the shadow. And then you can see the outline. Now this is highly drawn out so you guys could see it, but you get the image of it. Right. All right. And heat seeking. Retired military has them, you think? I could see something in that one. Okay, good. Good. I tried to do it different ways because people see things differently, right? Some people can see it better with like the white, with like the blue around it. When CP yelled at her. On the right of the legs. What do you mean? I see. That's an arrow, if that's what you mean from a video. Thank you, Ann Elizabeth. Thank you, my dear. Really appreciate it. Your husband did? Why can't law enforcement give an update? Because I don't think there's much of an update. I mean, they should say, just for the public's sake, just for the public's sake, they should say, come out and say, we haven't forgot about Sebastian. But until he's found, I just not really sure about that. All right, let's go to Google Earth. And we're going to look at what Silver on the Scene was speaking about. Now, in his opinion, go here on the street. He believes that the vehicle that was right here, like right in this area, was kind of pulled this way. Actually, hold on, let me show you. Let me just do it like this. Let me see if I can put it in my Canva real quick. If I'm understanding him right. Just bear with me as I see if I can fix it. Well, crap. Nope, I needed it at a different angle than that. I'm trying to show you here. Let me just take you back to Canva. He believes, and we're going to watch it again. I just took you to the same place I just left it. There we go. Come on. Okay. He believes that I'm trying to find a vehicle. Let's see if I can flip it. Nope, that would be wrong as well. Car from all right. More or less, he believes that the vehicle was, you got to be a little imaginative. I mean, it was more over here, right? Like over in the grass. And kind of pointed in that direction, right? There would be tire tracks, right? Of course. But you got to understand, I mean, there might be tire tracks. But the point is, they didn't see this, and like it took a minute for them to realize, even the police even saw this, right? It took a few days. So I may not have. Cindy, did I thank you, my dear? If I didn't, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Guys, at the end of this, make sure you let me know who all the birthdays are, and I will sing Marilyn Monroe for you, darlings. Why would well, this is the thing. I don't think it was on. I don't believe the car was on the road. I think it was probably in this grass area and was pointing. It may not. I mean, this is if I, and Silver, if you watch this, correct me if I'm wrong, please. But that's the way I'm understanding it. Let's go to his video and see, and then we'll go back to our Google Earth, because I want to make sure I'm understanding it right. It's a fascinating video that he did. It's a very important video, in my opinion, the way that he spoke about this. All right.
3 cars here, a boat. So they have things they want to protect, and they've got this camera watching over that. But here's the field of view. After it shoots its driveway, it continues on, and it captures all of this area here as well.
Mods,
To
please
take
drop
note,
Silver on the
particular
scene
is right here, specifically here.
link.
To take note. Now remember, whenever this image was shot for Google, it says July 2023, so a year ago, summertime, you know.
It someone said, wasn't it damp? Cindy said, shouldn't a vehicle have tracks? Or we've got to remember, for the first few to several days, right, they were just out looking for Sebastian everywhere, thinking that he walked away, right? It wasn't till day 7 or 8, whenever they said it was the day Chris did his first interview, when they said Chris and Katie did their first interview, whenever they said we're turning it over to investigate it. Thank you, Steffers. I don't know about that, but that's what they said, right? The day, literally the day they said they're going to start investigating is when Chris and Katie did their first interview. Now, there was so many cars up and down through here. You remember what Chris and Katie said, that there was so many cars, they were down to the end of the road? Yeah, I'll show you the winter version, Ramona. There were cars pulled over in the grass, all of that. So they weren't looking for a car. They were just looking for Sebastian, thinking he walked out. That's it. That's it. Katie said their street was lined up with police cars for days. Well, the news video showed different from the chopper. That it did.
Imagine the trees like this versus this.
All right, now
And
this
it's
is very
critical
important.
because if it was shot now, you wouldn't see what I'm going to highlight later.
I'm going to
right
do
in
tinkle. I'll be
here
right back.
is a point of interest. Here's a point of interest. And this right here. So there's a drainage ditch. Okay. So right here is very important. We'll hit on that a little later. So let me go all the way around and give you a complete view here. You come into the neighborhood this way, you've seen on my videos, and you take a left onto Stafford. As soon as you take that left, this house is to your left. And as you go through Stafford and you take this turn, one home here, and this roof, this beige roof, that is the Proudfoot home, Sebastian's home. Okay. I'm going to zoom in here really quick and show you this. We're going to take note of this. This, my friends, is the key to why I'm showing you more on this flashlight video. Okay. So let's take a look at this. All right. Sebastian Rogers, 153 days missing. Let's keep the awareness alive. Okay. We're going to go here. All right. So this is a video you may have seen on one of my other videos. Let's play it and discuss. So this is the home where the video is shot from, and this is the angle you see. And it leads right back to the Proudfoot home. So don't tell me or try to make me believe that wasn't Katie coming with a flashlight.
I agree with Silver, 100%.
Sebastian from the home. Okay. Noticing here, I guess fifth wheels are popular. You saw in one of my videos just down the street a couple of miles, one's for sale. So let's back up.
He just bought a shovel.
And two things I want to show here.
Hold on, I'll look.
Right here. Okay, number
Watch
one
this.
this is the Proudfoot home, Sebastian's home. So once again, just to make sure everyone understands the lay of the land, when you turn onto this road and you start circling around this home here, okay, this home here is the only home you'll see before you see Sebastian's home. I'm going to back up too. So that's one. Also, I want to note right here, okay, you can see right here, and this is going to be important, this home has cutouts, windows in their garage doors. I'll explain that in a little bit. And then here, this is the key. You can see it. Now this was shot a week ago yesterday. So this
It's interesting to me. It's very interesting to me how Chris and Katie, you would think, you remember the media said the parents, we've asked them, if they wanted to speak or anything, and they said they're not ready to speak. And it took 7 days before they, spoke to anyone. It's really important to speak as soon as possible, right? I mean, it's much quicker than Don and Candace, 7 days versus 13. Not until they said there's an investigation. Silver on the scene, he did a short earlier.
I got a purchase to make. There you go. Purchase made. Do you know why? We have some digging to do. Stay tuned, more to come.
All right. I pray to God that Lord just put someone in the path of Sebastian wherever he is. I just pray that. I really pray that. I pray that for Summer. I pray that for Michael Vaughn. I pray that for all of these missing kids. Put them in the right path.
This
Okay.
is a little over 8 days old.
All right, now watch
Right here.
this. This is what I want to tell you about right
trees
here.
grown up.
Watch this.
Right here. Okay. Now just, we have to imagine no leaves on these trees because you could see some.
Yeah, it's going to look a lot different. And I'll show you helicopter footage of, I think it was the day after Sebastian went missing. It looks a lot different than it does all green and trees and all that. But now, in his opinion, that this is what we're looking at. I'll show you some stuff.
Remember this. Okay, so let's drop that down. Sebastian Rogers, keep the awareness alive. All right, so we want to click here now. Not to be redundant, but just to get a full picture. You've seen this before, but we're going to play it one more time and discuss.
Of activity around Sebastian's home the night he disappeared. You see two light sources which we've circled to help you follow. For point of reference, the security camera was pointed toward the back of Sebastian's home in a common area. In the video,
just to stop here for a second, we've been seeing everything from ground level, and as you know, I like to show the aerial view. So this is that aerial view, and you can see it's everything I'm telling you. You turn into Stafford. Here's the key that I keep pointing out. I'll show you in a minute. Here is the first home, then Sebastian's home. The drainage ditch. And here you can see the trees appear not to be as full as they are now. Okay, continue.
common area. In the video, you see subject 1 with a light source in the lower right-hand corner.
Let me check.
Here you can see the trees appear not to be as full as they are now. Okay, continue.
Let me find those pictures while this is playing.
Subject 1 with a light source in the lower right-hand corner. Then you see subject 2 briefly appear and move toward the first
Amen,
that
dropping
light
the
source
pearls.
is covered or obscured by bush.
Okay, take note here. This light source and this light source.
On a few seconds later, then moves out of frame. Then subject 2 reappears.
right here, subject to, is moving, you can tell.
And follows.
But also take note here. And this leads me to my first question. Why? Why are we looking? There's an explanation why we're so close to this, and that's to show this light, because what I'm about to show you, you won't see this light source as big and bright. So let's continue.
Subject one off screen. It's a short time later, and it's very vague, but then you see one of the subjects moving quickly back through the common area, and that is it.
Okay, and that is it. Now, the real good explanation to zoom in
Look
on
at this,
is
guys.
this right here.
Look at this.
But as soon as you
Look at this. This was the day after Sebastian went missing. You can see tire tracks through there. See it? You can see tire tracks all through there. And right here too. Road was wet also. We just got that. I was just looking about that. Law enforcement should have took a prints of tire tracks. You certainly can. I don't even know. I wonder what this is right here even. Interesting. You see tire tracks are here, but you can also see track wheels here, wheels here, wheels here, and of course down through there. See if I can make it even bigger. You can see it very, very clearly. Very clearly. All right. His truck was pointing at the drainage ditch. That's Silver believes it was for sure. Let me get back to here.
you showed us the zoom in, like I'm doing to you now, okay? You need to show the full picture. We've gone in. Let's back out. Sebastian Rogers. Oh, now we're going to back out. Okay, so before I hit play on this and we watch it, let's discuss what we're looking at, okay? So, and
does anyone got the helicopter footage? I don't know what I did with it. It was the news. Can someone text me that link? It's on Facebook. If someone's got that link, please text it to me. Let me put my number here. Don't call, just text it or email it. Because I want to look at something while we're live.
and hopefully, if someone has seen this video, which I'm sure a lot of you may have, that you're going to see something like I did just a few nights ago And that's why I'm making this video of what we're actually looking at. So
Oh,
let me start
absolutely.
by saying
Thank you. Hey, Jude.
this is
You
the,
see it?
now
Yeah.
you see we were zoomed in. Okay. Remember how big this light was? Okay. There's a reason to do that, to show it better. Okay. Remember how big these lights were? Okay. There's a reason for that. But now we're looking at,
know.
this is what the security camera is catching, right? Just as a point of reference
Yes.
here, so people know, right? Let's make sure we know.
Thank you, Pearls.
Right here.
All right, now watch
This camera, right? This camera. So if you're seeing the full footage of this camera, you're not just seeing those lights that we saw that was being showed by the news. No, you're seeing this. Makes more sense now, right? That immediately makes more sense. These are the cars, the trucks, mainly the boat that sit in this driveway. That I believe is the reason they have the security cam there. Okay, so just to go ahead and point these out, and we'll go a little closer in a minute, but this light is what I believe to be, allegedly, in my opinion, light source one. I do not think it's a person with a flashlight. I believe it's the home across the street, the light on their garage. These two lights, okay.
I absolutely agree with him on that. That is the home. That one light. Yes. Thank you, Ella Blue.
Okay, are the home that you pass on the right, the one home between turning into Stafford
Yes.
and reaching Sebastian's homes. And these lights, I believe, in my opinion, are coming from the garage doors where they have those windows in them. Okay, so just to make sure we know what we're looking at, let's come around here. This home has a light right there. And all we can see, we'll try to go around and see. Yeah, I think we see it right here. Okay, right here, you're going to see that this home has these lights here, these windows cut out in their garage, because I don't believe they have lights above their garage. And that's what we're seeing when we come back here. Okay, so let's drop this back down. Let's go back. Okay, let's play this footage and then discuss.
I got something I'll show you guys in a second.
One more time. Okay. Now, let me explain to you what I was seeing before and what I'm seeing now. Let's stop about right here. Okay. What did I see when I saw this? I see truck, some type of possible car, trash cans, boat. I see these lights. I see this light, and I see this. And this always looked like a truck to me, which it is. It is a truck. Okay. Now, when you watch this happen, you see that? This illuminates.
Yeah.
My vision, I hate to admit really, but my vision was showing me that was just to, and we get
Top
when
of
we
the
zoom in
truck.
here, that was like, it appears to be like just the top of that truck.
That was the
I
same
wasn't
as mine in the
seeing what it
beginning.
actually is. And I was going through Facebook group, Mysterious Disappearance of
Exactly
Sebastian
right, Drew.
Rogers, and I came across photos. And what we're looking at here is exactly what the photos are. And then I realized, thanks to that post, here's the taillight, here's the vehicle, headlights illuminating the grass. Now, some of you are probably going to go, oh, yeah, of course we knew that, Silvers. What are you talking about? I didn't. Now I can see this entire dark area is the car. Okay, it is the car. Now, I've always seen this tail light. I've always seen this light up. It's real easy. Of course, I saw this, but I wasn't getting a point of reference as to what it was lighting up. See that? Okay.
Saint, you're absolutely you can believe whatever you want to believe here. I don't need an echo chamber or anything like that, but I will say Seth was at work by the time Katie and Sebastian was, I believe, having dinner, or they had just gotten home. He had clocked in by then. According to Chris and Katie's timeline, they would Sebastian went missing after midnight. I believe Seth works 30 minutes away. It would be, in my opinion, it would be hard to kidnap your own child. Be seen leaving work, pulling in and out of the jail, in and out of the parking garage. Everything has cameras in it, around the jail, inside the jail. Opening your badge to the door and clocking in and everything, and kidnapping your child, doing something with him, and then going back to work, be seen pulling back into work, being seen. Well, you have to use your badge to even get in the garage, which there's cameras in there. Then you would be seen again opening the door, because your badge would tell you. I mean, I would I mean, I just don't think it's possible. At all. At all. When there's, a mother in the same home with him. I mean, you're free to believe whatever you want. But I just don't see it. I mean, trust me, if there was, it's not like Seth hasn't been checked out, because you can't, you got to run through all of these things. In all likelihood, even before Chris, I know people gives him a really hard time, and I understand, but Katie was the last one with her child, and she's the one that's did the least talking out of all three of them. Out of all three, who you would think a mother would be the one that would shout it from the rooftops. Thank you, Bunny. Would shout it from the rooftops from day one. Just the questions, the confusion. If you weren't looking, because there's questions that constantly arise, right? Even if I wouldn't go on people's channels, right? Even if I wouldn't do that, I would, whether it be from Facebook or whatever, I would be like, I know there's some confusion about such and such topic that's been going around. Let me clear up that confusion for you so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Right? That's not what they do. It's not what they do. Why? It's interesting, isn't it? I mean, there is people walking in, like I said earlier, you have I'm not here to say it's none of our duties to say someone is innocent or guilty. That is a court's decision, right? That's a court's decision. But what we do is we find, where there is clearly human beings walking through a backyard areas in the direction from the home of the Proudfoots. There is a car that is not going to the home that it's parked beside of, but it's coming from the direction area of where a child goes missing. And then you have the parent and the stepdad who's saying that's nothing to see here. We wish it was something, but we can't tell, there's nothing to see here. And we can't tell you the home that comes from, which we know the home that it comes from. But if it's nothing, right? If it's absolutely nothing, then why can't you tell us the home where it's coming from? Right? And then you have a human being, which we see and know that there's an individual running at a fast pace, fairly fast pace, running back toward the home of where a child is missing. No one's, visiting at that hour. No one is delivering anything. You're not doing, no one is, it's not a direction. It's not an area where you go through an area, just like the Wells wasn't. It's a holler in the middle of nowhere. But it's nothing. Nothing to see here. We just showed you literally an outline of a human being. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. We wish it were something. I'm going to show you something in a minute. You've seen it before, but I just want to point out something to you. Oh, my dear, thank you, Ginger Girl. Thank you so very much for gifting 5 pearl necklaces. That is so sweet of you. Thank you so much. If you received one of those pearl necklaces, please thank our beloved Ginger Girl. Beep, beep, mother chickens. Let's go.
This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 express train. The next stop is Fulton Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
I give in to the lesser fight. My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes.
Thank you so much, Ginger Girl, for gifting 5 world-renowned pearl necklaces. If you received one of those pearl necklaces, please thank our beloved Ginger Girl. And I did my paperwork. Your application has been approved. Congratulations to the 5 of you. On behalf of our beloved Ginger Girl, thank you, my dear. Really means a lot. Serenity, thank you, my dear. It is the process of elimination. No evidence anyone broke in. No sign of Sebastian walking out. Seth has an alibi. What or who does that leave, in my opinion? Can we get another round of applause for that? Absolutely, girlfriend. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Matthew. Really do appreciate that. Okay, Bear Bear. Thank you. I will do that. Speaking to the people that I speak to, that I have built trust from, it's obvious, is what they say. They're like, they say, does people really think any other way? And I'm like, well, yeah, there's people that think other ways, and they have every right to think the way they think. But it's obvious that something happened that night. There is no evidence that Sebastian walked off on his own accord. The only evidence is that there's a disappearance. We're trying to figure out how that disappearance happened. Now, I am, working behind, looking at, which we kind of touched on, cameras, highway cameras. It is extraordinarily expensive to do like an hour of a highway camera, like going back. Like, I don't understand why they got to charge you that amount of money for an hour, which may or may not pan out anything, right? I'm looking to see if they can be FOIA'd, which may make it a lot less expensive. They will give you like 10 snapshots of that hour that you're looking for, but that's just like 10 seconds of a whole hour. You know what I mean? What's so frustrating is that there are people who knows. I can't imagine, in my opinion, how Seth feels. Regardless of what we think about Tony or anyone he's may have associated himself with, and the things that I've disagreed with Seth on, myself still do. But regardless, he's an innocent man, in my opinion. There's nothing to suggest that this man was or has anything to do with it. Now, I'll be honest with you, if he did not work nights that night, right, and he just said he was just home, oh, the games would have changed. Right? But he works at a jail, which is like the absolute most secure alibi you could really get. You're working with and around other officers, right? Inmates see you. 1.5 billion cameras see you, your badges, right? Correctional officers. He's not even, and he passed the polygraph. He did pass the polygraph. We know that he passed the polygraph. And for me, it's not even so much that someone passes or they don't. I mean, it's an indicator. It's the fact that he did a polygraph, and we know he did a polygraph. And he had the balls to do the polygraph on national television, which, Chris said name the time and place. And he didn't have the balls. He said he did. He didn't. He says, "Oh, TBI said I didn't need to do a polygraph. They knew I was, down in Mississippi." Then it's like, "Yeah, I'll do one for Nancy. Sure. Name the time and place." Nancy names the time and place. Did he do it? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. TBI told me I could do one for them. And then he says he did one for them. But he also was indicating that they passed and was cleared weeks before the Nancy Grace interview. Right? We don't know if anyone's taken a polygraph other than Seth. Chris, did y'all take a polygraph? Pass. Pass. Right? Canadian grandma. Thank you. Everyone good. Glad you reviews along with alibis. Everyone comes to the same conclusion. Sebastian never left the house on his own. I agree with that, Canadian grandma, on that opinion of yours. I really do. All right. I want to play this. I'm going to show you something. I just want you to notice. We've seen it a lot of times, but I want you to just notice something on here. Let me pull it up
Now we
after
know
we play this.
where this home is behind it. We know where this lot is here. We know that Kellen's here, and you turn in. We know this is the edge of that driveway. The dark spot in here would be the road. And this, my friends, is the grass. Now, how do we know exactly where this truck or car is located? Well, let's zoom in.
Please
Check this
listen to
out.
this
This
because
is
it's
what
really important. I
really,
want to show
this
you
was the
something
key
in a
that
minute.
got me. This is all grass, okay? This, my friends, you see this little hole here? That, my friends, is the hole to the drainage ditch. I'm not sure what that terminology is, but this is this. Check it. Check it out. What you're seeing there is this. Bam. Right? Now, here's what's crazy. All this grass can be illuminated, and you can be like, where are we really? What you need a point of reference, like, is my point. You need a point of reference, right? Here it is. So let's go back, and then we'll come back. We're back and forth here. Okay, so look, here it is. So here's grass, and then so the truck headlights are facing directly at this right here. So what does that mean? Think about it. You turn in, and you pretty much keep your angle, right? Now we're seeing this light, okay, off to the right. So that truck, I believe it to be the truck, Chris Proudfoot's truck, allegedly, in my opinion, is doing a couple of things. It's highlighting a path for Katie to come this way. And in doing so, this is the angle, folks. It's illuminating this. And that was the Facebook post. Apologies, I don't have it. Go to the mysterious disappearance of Sebastian Rogers on Facebook, and you'll have to go back about a month or so, but you'll see this. And like I said, apologies, I don't have that to show you right now, but right here, that's being illuminated. Okay. So let's go back. Let's click here, and there it is. Let's watch again. The lights come on. You easily see the tail light. You see the headlight. And the more you zoom in on this, the more you see the outline. And it's almost like the color grass you see. Excuse me. That's the truck. The color grass here you see. But see that? It's hitting right on it. Hitting right on it. Tail light. And as you back up, you can see, to give you an idea where this truck is parked. Right there. There's that stationary light, right? So if you wanted to kind of get an idea,
I personally believe that it is a truck.
Sebastian Rogers, keep awareness alive. So for you to be illuminating this,
Why not show Nancy
and not
Grace
be in the grass? Who knows?
their
Maybe he was in the
house?
grass.
Why do
Your
interviews in
truck is
camper?
here, and it
Oh
extends to
yeah,
that
of
right
course.
here, and then you still get to see this
Good
line.
question.
It's pretty amazing, folks. I think this is a huge key. But it goes back to the question. You see why Nick Barris and his news channel showed us up close so we could get a better view. But why not show us this? They had this. And I believe this was released a day or two after
Hey,
the
Don.
neighbor
Good to see you,
Bobby
buddy.
came on and spoke.
All right. Remember. Oops, sorry. Now we're going to go. I'm going to take calls in a minute, but not at this second. Credit goes to Chronicles of Olivia. Link is provided in that description. I want you to remember this. Let me put her link in chat. 1 second. Okay. All right. This is where they talk about the lights. Now, remember, we got a new member. We got a new Pearl. Enjoy life. Love the name. By the way, thank you for becoming a Pearl. Y'all, please welcome our new Pearl that was just born. A new Pearl was born. That's what I'm going to say from now on. Enjoy life. Congratulations. Congratulations for joining the Pearls. Thank you, my dear. A new Pearl was born. All right. So imagine this. This is Katie and Chris, obviously. Yes. Tracy, good to see you. Soldier girl. Hey, Tinks, good to see you. All right. You have no trace of Sebastian, right? And there's this video that comes out, breaks out into the public, part of it. And you see flashlights coming from the direction of a home, your home, the area from your home. Thank you, Cher. And you say, he's 15 years old. He left in the middle of the night. He didn't take his shoes. Odd, but didn't take his shoes. He didn't take anything. He didn't take his phone. Nothing, except he took a flashlight. If you see anything, please let us know. Well, it's very interesting because from the common area of the direction of your home, which no one claims that vehicle, the people walking from that area, and you say, please let us know. And then when you do, that's nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing. And you said this, he might have a flashlight days before this footage came out to the public. He might have a flashlight. A little preemptive, if you ask me. A little preemptive, if you ask me. And so it comes out. They say this, and I want you to look at Katie's body language and how she immediately curls up, retracts, retracts, retracts. Now, if I knew my kid, or your kid or any of our kids, God forbid, goes missing, and you knew that they took something, and you saw something on camera that they might have taken, you would be really interested, wouldn't you? Really interested. And then you see a car with lights, right? A car with lights.
Assumptions cause issues. And based on
Maybe it's
everything is being looked at from every possible aspect.
Let me find it.
Everything from he got out and walked away and was outside of the search radius before we started searching to the worst.
Yeah.
And
Watch
and
Chris.
that's currently where we're
the worst.
Watch Chris's eyes. He's watching, as he's showing that he's watching.
Radius.
But that's not what I
before
want to
we
show.
Started searching to the worst.
Yeah.
And
that's currently where we're at. I mean, it's
really trying not to go down that road because
It's coming up.
we're gonna find him.
Speculating causes problems. Assumptions cause issues. And based on facts of what everybody knows, right now, there's nothing, and everything is still on the table to being looked at.
We just know he's out there somewhere.
We're getting to the camera part.
One other question I have is recently Channel 5 in Nashville,
Right here.
they had security footage that showed 2 flashlights the night he disappeared.
Katie.
Is there anything that you think about this video or?
Sure. So there's a lot of speculations about that video that are floating on the internet.
Watch this.
Okay. And that is exact. There's a lot. Sure. So there's a lot of.
Okay. 2 things. Watch Chris. Sure. Katie draws right back. Sure. What's up says, I'd rather be wrong and I would eat my words. Cool. Thanks for the 279. I would rather parents be out searching, advocating for their kids, answering people's questions, not throwing their shit away, not wanting you to get kicked. You go to your dad's, have my daughter come here. That's just me, though. But watch this.
Speculation.
Is there anything that you think about this the night he disappeared? Is there
Katie's
anything
on her little puzzle.
that you think about this video or?
Sure. So there's a lot of speculations about that video that are floating on the internet. Okay. And that is exactly what it is. It's speculations. Now, what I can give you an official statement on is TBI Newslink has released a statement. And that is exactly, there's a lot of speculations.
Is there anything that you think about this video or?
Sure. So there's a lot of speculations about that video that are floating on the internet. Okay. And that is exactly what it is. It's speculations. Now, what I can give you an official statement on is TBI Newslink has released a statement from law enforcement, between local law enforcement, state law enforcement, some federal law enforcement, and they have analyzed that video so many times over that everything that everybody is trying to assume is a flashlight, I hate to say this, it's not. As much as we would love it to be one, it's not.
Okay. Is it a cell phone? And if they've analyzed it, we know that there's human beings there. We know that there's human beings there. We see it. Okay. We know there's a car there, human beings around it. So they've analyzed it and it's not. That is not what law enforcement said. He said it's no of any evidentiary value yet. And it could mean just that part of the video, because it's several minutes long, and they actually took from what I understand, all of Sunday morning, Sunday evening, Sunday night, into Monday. It's obvious.
I'm not going to go into details as far as where that video is shot from, but I can tell you, as the parents, we have seen the video firsthand from law enforcement. We know exactly where it was taken from, and nothing that is being assumed right now is actually true about that video, unfortunately.
Okay.
And anything about any other video.
Let's go over these words again.
That's really you
think 5 and 9.
We just know he's out there somewhere.
One other question I have is recently Channel 5 in Nashville, they had security footage that showed 2 flashlights the night he disappeared. Is there anything that you think about this video? Or
Sure. So
3, 2, 1.
There's a lot of speculations about that video that are floating on the internet. Okay. And that is exactly what it is. It's speculations. Now,
it is humans walking in the backyard. Human beings.
And what it can give you an official statement on.
Now, what I can give you an official statement. Law enforcement didn't give an official statement, and you can give us your official statement.
Is TBI Newslink has released a statement from law enforcement, between local law enforcement, state law enforcement, some federal law enforcement, and they have analyzed that video so many times over that everything that ever.
Then why did Eric Craddock ask where he got the video from? If it means nothing, then why not give it to us?
everybody is trying to assume is a flashlight. I hate to say this, it's not. As much as we would love it to be one, it's not.
Okay. Then please tell us what you think it is. Could you tell us what you think it is? If it's not a flashlight, is it a cell phone? Do you think it's an orb that gets in and drives the vehicle off? I mean, is that what we're to now? You think it's an orb that drives the vehicle off? I think it's a cell phone. Just orbs now. As much as we would love it to be, well, there's some lights with a human being or two outlined. I would think that would be pretty significant.
I'm not going to go into details as far as where that video is shot from, but I can tell you, as the parents, we have seen the video firsthand from law enforcement. We know exactly where it was taken from, and nothing that is being assumed right now is actually true about that video.
Look at Katie. She ain't even looked up. I'm telling you, he has the answer to everything, doesn't he? Isn't that amazing? Not, it could be something, might be something. It's interesting, isn't it? Katie's in a trance. Definitely not a garbage truck. Although I believe they wanted Seth to believe it was, or they just told him to say that.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
And anything about any other videos or anything like that, please refer to the TBI news link that they have.
Any other videos, please refer to TBI news link. I agree with that as well. But, I mean, what if you had, other videos that looked very similar with flashlights? He's just going to think, yeah, that was nothing. Nothing to see here, nothing to see here. Anything else, you give it right to him. Let me find something.
Have out there the updated Amber Alert stuff, and it will give.
And remember, it was days before the video came out that they said Sebastian may have taken a flashlight. I can't find it.
Give you the most up-to-date information that all law enforcement has, and they will give you current as far as what's what and how they're looking at things.
And if there's any new video, forward it to them.
Please.
Yeah. Security footage is really like a game changer. We're working on Riley's strain and trying to find like if someone missed one on a corner or something. So that's
around this neighborhood, and this whole community. I mean, I can tell you that much here. When it comes to the cameras, there has not been one person that has said no. And trust me, it is greatly felt that everybody has been so open, so helpful in pushing out any which way they can. I mean, there's been some families that have actually been on vacation that weren't home, and they got they've got permission from that family to take a look at their cameras and go in their houses without them even being present, which has been amazing. So, but yeah.
That's good. If there was something that you could say to Sebastian if he was listening, what would you say?
Oh God. That if you can see this or hear this, that we just want you home, baby, and we love you. And there ain't nothing gonna stop us from coming and getting you and bringing you home.
I can't speak for his father, but I'm pretty sure we all have the same opinion that we love you, miss you, we want you home. And if you can, call us, get wherever you can, let us know, and we will come get you.
Call 911, run out into the street, go in public, anything. The signs that we've been blessed to have family, friends, and even some in the community that have been helping us, but we've been out spreading those as far as we can, even over state lines, trying to get awareness because, you know, not everybody knows that he's missing, and there's a chance that if someone could see him and not even realize who he is. So we want to get his face out there because we want him home.
Surprisingly, even locally, there are some folks that don't even know what's going on, and it's kind of like a shocker. Like, how do you not know? You know, it is amazing because in the past couple of weeks, you've got 2 cases. A 15-year-old boy that has vanished without a trace. You've got a 22-year-old, 6'4" or 7" college kid from Missouri who has vanished without a trace.
Looking for something.
That.
Thank you, Robin. Have you seen the close-up pic of 2 people standing outside, one with an arm swing? It's like what I showed earlier, Robin. Have you seen the close-up pic of 2 people standing outside, one with an arm swing? Yes. I think is that what we were talking like earlier? Is that what you mean? I'm looking for does anyone know where let me see if I can show you. KB says even over state line. Interesting. Yep. She says that in a few interviews, which I thought was very, very interesting. I just came in. I don't know. Oh, it was a night. Yeah. Robin, go back, rewind this, go back because I did some new stuff and you can see it even better now, the outline. So, yeah. Go back to that. I'm trying to find when Eric Craddock sat down with Nick on News Channel 5 and it was on April 2nd. Let me look here. I believe it was April 2nd. Here we go. That's April 3rd. March 11th, March. Okay. It's whenever they did. There was a press conference. Let me try something. Let me look at this one and see if this is it. I don't think it is, though. It's the one where he sits down with Eric Craddock. There's one that he does on his Facebook, but this one is with the news that he sits down with Eric Craddock. It's so hard to find. This one, the one is. Okay, come on. Bear with me. All right.
And that breaking news, we have learned of a new massive search effort in the 5 Alert Center. And Nick, you have some exclusive details on what you've learned is a large new response by professionals with boots on the ground looking for Sebastian.
That's exactly right, Amy. Yes, this coming to us one day after authorities told us in a news conference that they would renew that search effort. True to their word, it is happening this morning. All right. Now, we know that there is a state.
Hey Jude, I have that one. It's the same sit down that we have. That it's the same sit down, but it needs. I'm looking for the one with. He does it on the news. It's like the actual news. Not his Facebook.
Staging area as we speak right now across from Shackle Island Volunteer Fire Department near the Hendersonville neighborhood where Sebastian disappeared more than 5 weeks ago. Now, I'm told dozens of professional searchers have been called in by Sumner County EMS to canvass the entire area. We're talking a 6 to 10 mile radius. It's been covered already before. We're talking sheriff's deputies, firefighters, and more coming in from counties across Middle Tennessee to help this morning. So far, I know that we've heard reports of seeing several officers, 2 boats, utility vehicles already in the staging area. The plan is for them to recanvass an area that's already been covered. And here we have video just into our newsroom of that staging area. There's the officers there, and then lots of vehicles on scene. They're going to be looking for anything that was perhaps missed during the original search, or maybe something new that's appeared over the past 5 weeks. Again, you just saw there one of the boats or the cruise ships, or no, actually, there you go. You see right now some of the rafts being brought in by trucks, and a large response.
It's where he says, I asked the Sumner County Sheriff Eric Craddock what the light was. I'll show you. It's a lot of people send me this, and it's this again. It's the same sit down as this one, but it's not this one. With this one, he's looking at you through Facebook when it first comes on. This one is
Nick Barris here, and I'm with Sumner County Sheriff's Chief Deputy Eric Craddock, talking a bit about an update on the search for Sebastian Rogers. Just, this is the first time we've heard from you in a while, and that's because you guys have been busy investigating.
That's right.
Anything new to report at this stage?
No, sir.
Nothing. 5 weeks.
No, sir.
Just asking, what is being done at this point? What does the public need to know that you continue to do?
We continue to investigate and follow up on every tip or lead that comes in.
Any evidence of foul play?
There's no evidence to support foul play.
You can't even hear.
You can't rule it out necessarily. You're ruling nothing out at this point.
That's right. I'm ruling nothing
out. And as far as the public, what you could ask them to continue to do?
Remain vigilant. If If they see something, say something. Call 1-800-TBI-FINE or 615-451-3838.
It's too low.
Okay, we'll have much more on this story to Eric Craddock. And that's because you guys have been busy investigating.
It's this one, but it's not. It's with the news. I mean, he is with the news, but thank you so much, Diane. Why hasn't the police turned this into a criminal case? I can't understand here in Louisiana after 5 days, it would have been a criminal case. Okay. I mean, I can't tell you why, but in my opinion, probably is because either they can't see that Sebastian may have been with them, like if he was taken out of the garage. It's not illegal to leave your home in the middle of the night. It's not illegal. If they were, taking him out at 3 a.m. and they're holding a tote or something, it's not illegal, right? They have to find him. Have to find him. Will they find him? I don't know. I pray to God. On your first interview, and when you say this is going to be something that is studied for a long time, it's kind of weird. You would be praying to God that this is not going to be studied for years to come. It's going to be, we're going to find him soon, right? We're going to find him soon. We know it. He's out there. We're doing everything we can. Sebastian, if you see us, hear us, we're coming after you. Not, and this is what Chris says, let us know. We'll pick you up. We'll pick you up. Okay. Not, we're going to do everything in our power. Not, we're going to do everything in our power to find you. We're coming to get you. If you're out there, buddy, we'll pick you up. Like you're picking him up from the movies with his friends or something. It's insanity. Literally insanity. Ooh, I might have it here. Oh, thank you so much. Who just sent it? This was it. Cool beans. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just can't imagine. Yeah. Let us know where you're at. We'll pick you up. Brother.
There's been an exhaustive search for Sebastian Rogers, but with few updates from authorities in recent weeks, some have wondered, is enough being done?
We're doing everything we can do. Every time a tip comes in, we follow up on it.
Eric Craddock is chief deputy with the Sumner County Sheriff's Office and heads up the investigation. He sat down for an exclusive one-on-one to talk about what they do when there are few new leads.
I think in the absence of information, what we'll continue to do is go back over everything we've already done once, put a fresh set of eyes on it.
To that end, Craddock says searchers recently found a pair of glasses, which they are checking to see if they belong to Sebastian. He says the parents continue to fully cooperate. Any evidence of foul play?
We have not cleared anyone, but we have absolutely no evidence to support foul play.
He says, first, Hold on.
Any evidence of foul play?
We have not cleared anyone.
Any evidence of foul play?
We have
Any evidence of foul play? Eric says first, he doesn't say no. He says this.
As the parents continue to fully cooperate.
Any evidence of foul play?
We have not cleared anyone.
There's no evidence of foul play in the beginning. He just says, we have not cleared anyone first.
But we have absolutely no evidence to support foul play.
I asked about exclusive home security
Right
video
here.
obtained from the neighborhood the night Sebastian disappeared. You can see two suspicious light sources, which we've circled here in an area behind the teen's home. Since we first aired the video last month, authorities have said,
No evidentiary value?
It is of no evidentiary value.
Can you tell me what those lights are?
No.
Why?
No evidentiary value. But I can't tell you what it is, and I didn't want you to have it. Okay. Cool.
Because the investigation remains ongoing.
And so it could play a role down the road depending on developments?
We don't know what we don't know. So yes, it could play a role.
So many are, of course,
They know what they know. They know what they know. I know that. Nothing. No evidentiary value. Can't tell you what it is. I want to know where you got it. Right? But it's of no evidentiary value.
closely following this case.
How difficult has it been, all the noise on social media?
Oh, the rumor mill on social media has done nothing to advance this case.
Craddock says investigators continue to work the case daily.
Have you?
Deal not
advanced
with
the case
feelings,
either?
but facts and evidence.
There's no stone left unturned.
Nick Barris, News Channel 5.
Why? Why? Those lights are.
No.
No evidentiary value?
It is of no evidentiary value.
Can you tell me what those lights are?
No.
Why?
It is of no evidentiary value.
Can you tell me what those lights are?
No.
Why?
No evidentiary value.
Can you tell me what those lights are?
No.
Why?
Because evidentiary value.
Can you tell me what those lights are?
No.
Why?
Why, mother chicken? Why? Yeah, just, human beings outside of a home where a child, goes missing. Yep. Nothing to see here. Right? Hand, arm, neck, head, neck, shoulder, arm, leg. Right. Cool cats and kittens. I'll make the outline better. Let's see here. Here's another one. Some people may see this better. It says, you can't unsee it, right? Exactly. Getting close to 1,000 likes. How does he know? Was he there? I don't know. Oh, that's what I needed to show you guys. That's what I need to show you. Okay. Need to give credit to Kelly Reynolds from Facebook group. She posted this. Someone sent it to me. I was watching a video by Silver on the scene that he put out yesterday, and I believe it must be my post that he was referencing. If so, then I'm happy to have my idea validated because I felt pretty sure about this. Give his video a watch for a better job of explaining. Okay, right here. And can I make this bigger? Let me show you. I can make it bigger. Look at this. What do y'all think? Why is that truck there? Oh, they're saying, okay. The truck wouldn't be like that. Well, see, I would picture it up here pointed this direction, or because it can't be, because this is out in the road. They've got this truck out in the road. So this can't be like this. Right? Because this truck has to be on up. It can't be on the other side. This has to be up like here, and it has to be pointed the way I would have done it. Yeah. Let me, in my opinion, let me go. Excuse me, Damon. I think it would have to be for that theory to be valid, in my opinion, this has to be, it has to be over here. No one's going to just pull over here in someone's yard in the middle of the night. You're trying to stay out of, it would have been parked right in front of the, see, I don't, the way that theory they're making it sound is like it's parked over here, like where close to where like the trees are. And I can tell you it was never parked there. I know that. It was never parked there. You got what I'm saying? Like, I know where the car was parked, and it was not parked over here. It was parked over here. Now, it may not be the drain, but I'm just saying for that theory, in my opinion, it would have to be, something like that. What did Mohawk say? 2 wheels on the road and 2 wheels grass. I can see. Yeah. Yep. Thank you, Annette. Thank you so much for your hard work, Justin. You're not. Aw, thank you, my dear. And thank you, Diane. Appreciate you, my dear. It's very kind of you. Thank you again, Annette, so much. Let's go to the Google Earth. Okay. All right. So that let me look at this for a second. I've got to have it somewhere. Okay. There would be the boat. Let me see the trash cans. 1 second. Garage door. So that truck would have had to been that vehicle was right here. Right here. Now that may or may not have been seen. I don't know. But I absolutely don't think it's on over here on this side. I don't think it's like right here where these trees are. I just don't. It's not line up with the driveway. It's not line up. Driveway gone too far. I was just zoomed in. I mean, let's do this. Go back to this. Here we go. We'll look at it this way. All right, so this is the boat, right? Boat, truck, car, truck, truck. Kind of like in the middle there. And we are looking toward this. Let me look at something. It would have to be like this. The ditch is in front of the truck. All right. The ditch is in front of the truck? Who's saying that? The ditch is in front of the truck. I gotta look at this video again. I can't see that. No. It's not. The ditch is not in front of the truck. I mean, I've spoke with people that this vehicle was in this vicinity right here. They pulled in, right? Came over here in this area. People, one, whatever, and they did their thing. And then that car or truck or whatever vehicle backs up right here and then goes out. I mean, look at this. Otherwise, the car would have to go through this person's driveway, around their driveway, and pull in right here in their backyard. Sorry, that did not happen. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. Remember the small black SUV that was parked in front of the Now, Terry Lynn says that was Lori's vehicle. I haven't been able to verify that. I haven't checked yet, to be honest with you. The vehicle backed up onto Kellen and then turned to opening and left. Right. Yep. I agree that they could be, they could have came in and kind of parked, kind of catty corner, maybe, or just pulled in right, there. I'm not sure if you would see that. I don't know. But it's interesting. But I don't believe that the truck is like right over here in their yard. I know it's not. It might have been diagonal. It may even been straight in just the way the camera angle is. I don't know. It can be kind of an optical illusion kind of thing, right? I think they are saying that the white truck parked in the driveway turns its headlights on. Now, I've heard people say the white truck, but no, this vehicle, promise you guys, came on to this street, right? Right. Turned on right here, pulls right in this area. And then that's when you see people or person coming out, doing something around the vehicle for a few minutes. And then one person goes running back. The person with that vehicle backs up onto Kellen and then proceeds to go out of the neighborhood. Now, it just so happens these guys have cameras all over their house. These guys, was it this one? These guys have cameras for sure. I don't know if these guys did or not. I can't remember if these guys had. Don't remember if these guys did. Can't remember. Okay, I don't think these did. These guys do for sure. 100% have cameras. I know that. There's one right there. Here's another camera. There's another camera and floodlights. Camera right there. That's a light. That's a camera. I don't remember if that's a camera. I think they have a Ring doorbell though. And I don't know. But these guys have cameras on the side, on the front. Betcha they got some on the back too. And I'm pretty sure these guys do. I have a map of all the cameras, but there is multiple cough, 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 cough that have cameras that got them that vehicle on there. I think the vehicle's on the road, and the bigger still lights are coming from the gazebo. The bigger still lights? Oh. So the lights are coming from it's coming from this garage area. Let me see if I can see it. Or one of these. There's lights over here. And then there's garage lights there as well. There is also, if you go behind Katie's house, and you look at their backyard pics, there's floodlights right there as well. I think the lights is coming from this right here. Probably. My opinion. Right there or right there. The gazebo, I don't think they have lit up in any sort of capacity, especially in the end of January. Just in a dealer parts department would probably be able to tell the year, model, and down to you just can't see. I'm going to work on going super slow on the camera of when the lights go on the outline. I'm going to get a program and do it goes that makes the frames go really, 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 really slow. And see if I can get a better picture of it. Justin, you have to remember we can only see one tail light, so you have to think of where the camera is, where the ditch is. That tells us that the car straight park further on the grass. We can see one tail light, so that you would have to. Well, I mean, if it was parked. Hey, Misty. If it was parked this way, Misty, you'll definitely need to check out the rest. What we talked about earlier was very important. If it was parked horizontal and we're sitting from, and there's a car in front, we can, most ways, the way the camera is, the car in front of it, and then the way the vehicle is in front of it, we would just see one light either way. It was straight in the grass. Tracy, you think the vehicle was in the grass by the trees? So let's look at this. Here is the whatever the thing is, the oh, by the trees by the road. Gotcha. Okay. I mean, again, we have to think of this. I just don't think there's any way that a person's going to have enough nerve to go in someone's property with a vehicle and it be seen and go all the way down here. Plus, there's two big trees right here. It just wouldn't work. They have to be. Should go like this. They have to be right here in this area. Have to be. Absolutely would have to be. Yep. I mean, I don't know, unless they're parked a little, they could have. It pisses me off when I know there's people that know and we have to work this hard. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is a kid, makes me so mad. I don't know. You know, I would, if you're out there and you see some small headlamps, night vision, I'm not opposed to testing the theory out. Is it some sort of headlamp? I don't know. I just don't think it's going to be that bright of something. If you go back, well, let me try something. Let me show you this.
More significant depending on how close to.
All right, Matt.
1 second.
The video you are about to see sometime over. So from homes in the mansion, showing signs of activity around Sebastian's home the night he disappeared. You see 2 light sources, which we've circled to help you follow. For point of reference, the security camera was pointed toward the back of Sebastian's home in a common area. In the video, you see subject 1 with a light source in the lower right-hand corner. Then you see subject 2 briefly appear and move toward the first before that light source is covered or obscured by bushes. Subject 1, a few seconds later, then moves out of frame. Then subject 2 reappears and follows subject 1 off screen. It's a short time later and it's very vague, but then you see one of the subjects moving quickly back through the common area, and that is it. I know there's not much to see here. You certainly cannot identify anyone, but those close to the investigation tell me the mere fact that there is now evidence that someone is in the area around Sebastian's home is significant. This video shows.
Now, that is what I want you to hear. Nick has sources, right? And I'm told people that is close to the investigation that the mere fact that someone is outside of Sebastian's home is significant. Yeah, no leaves in February. Yeah, teenies, I saw that earlier as well. So he obviously has a really close source because he's been the one that's covered this, with the most sources. The mere fact that someone is outside of Sebastian's home.
Was suspicious activity in the immediate area the night Sebastian disappeared. Could one of these subjects have been Sebastian? Did he meet and leave with someone? Sebastian's father says his son would not go with a stranger.
It's up in the air for me because I don't think he
certainly cannot identify anyone, but those close to the investigation tell me the mere fact that there is now evidence that someone is in the area around Sebastian's home is significant.
It's significant. Wouldn't that be enough to bring KP and C? Yeah, I mean, you can bring some, and you can. This is the thing, though. Yeah, you can ask them to come in for questioning, but you can say, attorney, or you can say, don't want to speak, or I can't help you, and get in your car and leave. right? So there we have it. It's not much, but it's definitely. Well, Udi, I don't even think they have to do that, because remember, he's been helped out by mom's friend before, right? They were all three questioned and they're getting separate. Does it say that? Let's see here. Let's look at something here. Bear with me, guys. I've got to read something. We do have. Okay. We are grateful for the cooperation. Provided video from home and business surveillance systems. They were collected. Numerous search warrants executed. Cell phone data has been analyzed, and any other information, digital search documentation. Information was collected from Sebastian's gaming system, has been analyzed with the help of FBI. Vehicles have been in place. Vehicles that were placed in the area at or around the time of Sebastian's disappearance have been accounted for. Where was that? They were all three questions and interrogated locations voluntarily early on. I'm looking on the TBI website to find that. Multiple states. Sumner County. Sebastian's family has remained cooperative since the search began and done whatever law enforcement has asked them. That's the only thing that I see about the parents. I don't see anything about them being interviewed in separate rooms. Oh yeah, I mean, I am sure that I'm absolutely sure they always interrogate, no matter what. Oh, I mean, I think they do they've done initial interviews, right? You go in and you give them your story, right? um yeah, I don't see anything where it says separate rooms or anything like that. What screenshot? Can you screenshot the tracks? The tracks. What do you mean the tracks, baby doll? But yeah, they do, Vivian, every day. Every day. I just I wonder, I mean, you know, they said Don and Candace were, well, being cooperative doesn't mean clear, but they said Don and Candace were cooperative. While they had to, like, in the very beginning, they had to throw Candace, literally come and get her and take her down to the, I guess, the interviewer, and she was screaming and crying in the back, and they said she was being cooperative then. So, I guess cooperation is just, cooperation doesn't mean, answering every question either, of course. Yep. No one has been cleared. Everyone has been cooperative. There is no evidence of foul play. Yep. That's what they say. It's not what I believe, but it's what they say. Thank you, Soulshine. Thank you, my dear. All right, guys. I may come back in a little bit. I need to go eat something. I had to eat some sugar, like, thing a minute ago. My blood sugar was kind of dropping. So, I haven't had, like, I'm been trying to lose some pounds, and, like, my blood sugar goes really low from the helicopter. I'm going to find that Funduski. I'm going to find it. It's almost 9:00 here. I may be live on my other channel, my smaller channel, Hey Sweetie. Make sure you're subscribed over there. It's more low key, but we do a lot of research and stuff over there as well. I may be over there in a couple hours, hour and a half or something like that. Let's compare the tire tracks. I've got some work to do. Thank you, always late. I'm not risking my health or anything like that, but so when your sugar drops, sometimes it's like, all right, guys. Thank you all for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. Could have chosen to be anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here with me. Thank you for that, truly. Thank you, mods, members, and those who give your energy, your time, your memberships, your financial, all the above. Thank you. Really means a lot to me. Good night and God bless. I might see you guys in a little bit. We'll see. Love, love. Bye bye.